Hello, guys. Hope you're doing well. This is TJ, and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. And welcome to my review of this week's NXT show. And this week's show was a really fun show, a solid show, and lots of pieces moving forward. And the show actually started off with the recap of Adam Cole coming out, and he recaps about the situation of Samoa actually choking him out, and kind of a teaser there. Maybe if they have match at Takeover, that would be great, man. They had spilled beans there, so he kind of did narrate the recap, didn't challenge or something, but still just recapped the thing. So there's a thing that he will not, and in the forward, he actually said that he's not going to forget he actually what Samoa Joe actually did. So we actually get into the match, and he says that there's no any more star or big star anymore here to challenge me. And Carmelo Hayes actually comes out, and he had his challenge against Kushida, if you remember, and he was good. And I was, and he actually cuts a promo reminiscent to the John Cena's debut against Kurt Angle, and he says that there's a saying that goes ruthless aggression, and slaps him in the style of John Cena slapping Kurt Angle. Good addition there. I didn't expect that, but the match itself was a good match. Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes was a good display here. Good display there. His quickness and his fast-paced maneuvers, and Adam Cole had the experience advantage, so he was getting the upper hand. We saw multiple pump kicks and all. A slight drama was there in this match as well. Good fun match, I would say. Good fun opener. Nothing to say special about, or nothing to say best about. A fun TV match, and this was a and in the end we saw he get the Panama Sunrise by Cole at Camelo Hayes, and he get the victory. So kind of a momentum building for Adam Cole, and a momentum building match for Adam Cole. And after that we saw. After that we saw Frankie Monet's segment, and they are talking about Roberts. They are talking to Robert Strowman. Nothing to say about. And we saw then Zoe Stark and Io Shirai segment, and Zoe Stark actually appreciated Io Shirai for giving her big break, and that's why she actually respects that, and that's why she actually helped Io Shirai last week. And Yoshida says, I respect you, but I don't like you. So maybe kind of a tease for Yoshirai's heel turn. I think so. I don't know, but we didn't see anything in the match itself. Then we saw an LA segment, which I thought about that they should have been had a segment or something, an explanation, because of the big turn that they had. We didn't expect that he would be turning on Ted DiBiase, so they didn't have any segment or something, not a talking point, but just a segment on the pool by LA Knight, and he talks about taking out Cameron Grimes and the fans, and he actually drops the thing that he don't want, and that's DiBiase. And Grimes actually is a total idiot, as he says, and whose game it is, he says, and it's Eleanor game. So a good promo there, and his turn has been a very, very appreciative turn, I would say, and a very good turn. And I am enjoying it. And Elenites heel turn, and he's doing great. And hope so they actually give him some TV time and have a championship defense or something. Maybe they could have confirmed for next week. They didn't confirm, but this match, there's a match for Cameron Grimes next week, like Cameron Grimes is in action. So maybe Elenite would be challenging. Maybe Elenite would be coming for to attack Cameron Grimes, and they are in finished. And then we get to Johnny Gargano, and coming to the Johnny Gargano, Austin Theory coming into the ring, and he says that. He's a respectable family man, and he wants to be the NXT champion again. He was champion for 57 days, and NXT has never been better, he says. And and Pete Dunne and Oni Loken actually comes about and tells him to try it, but Gargano calls them off, and they said that the shenanigans things are over, and that's not the way they actually does, and a very big change uh, by Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory. And Austin Theory going out of the ring, he pointed out on the apron on Pete Dunne, and he just got and he he actually breaks his arm and stabs his arm, and he's like showing to Johnny Gargano tilting his own finger, and he's showing it just like he actually snapped, just like it's gone looks like something. That was perfect, and that was very good. A funny Austin Theory thing, and Austin Theory is a very good superstar, and his wrestling as well as his character as well is so funny to see, and one of the funny superstar apart from Grimes. Grimes is now serious somewhat because of the attack and all. And Cameron Grimes, we had the segment. He actually came about the car, and he actually had a segment, and someone asked about whether Ted DiBiase is okay or something. Just that, and we didn't see anything after that. And then we saw Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly situation, and Adam Cole actually is actually resting upon after the match, and William Regal comes in, and Regal says there is no animosity between Cole and Samoa Joe. William Regal makes sure that, and Cole provoked him and got clutched out. So that's it. So Cole says, "I will never forget that," and he says that I'm not interested for anything right now, and I'm leaving anyway. He says, and that's all we got from Adam Cole. And he had his match, and he had gone, and we saw a battery reminder again 31%, and we altogether the shows altogether in the show we saw 31%, 41%, finally settling down to 51%. And don't know, it was the Diamond Mines debut or something, which would be discussing. And the Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory again comes out, go to Regal's office and complains about the Pete Dunne and Oli Loken, and they actually insist to having they actually insist Samoa Joe to choke him out or something, or William Regal to wrestle or something, which is not gonna happen. And Regal actually said he has an idea, a tag match later for tonight, and that's it. And then we saw second match. Finally, this was Zoe Stark, Io Shirai versus Robert Stone Brand. A fun match, nothing so, but and after Io Shirai come back, she's certainly going for the tag team championship. So that picture is actually confirmed actually, because next week we're gonna see Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart versus I think so Robert Stone Brand, as well as versus this team as well. Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. These three teams would be fighting for triple threat tag team championship match next week. So a really good match would be coming next week as well. And this match itself, as I said, it was a fun match. Ishirai, Zoe Stark worked well, and Robert Stone and Aliyah was also good here. And Jessica Maya, she's also getting opportunity. We haven't been seeing her performance, so she was also good here. So Robert Stone Brand, kind of a babyface heel story. Robert Stone Brand was getting all the offense on Zoe Stark and Io Shirai. Zoe Stark was being controlled, and finally Io Shirai get the hot tag, and she actually, as usual, Io Shirai stuff, and gets the finish where Aliga actually grabs a Northern Light suplex, and then in the end we saw. Stark for a suplex of her own, setting up the moonsault, and gets a finish at 10 minutes or something. And so that was the match, and a fun match, nothing to say about. And post match we saw Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez helped way around, and Stark and Shirai. The brawl is almost on, but Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart came in on as well. And Samoa Joe comes out, call in security, because these three actually were fighting for the tag team, fighting for who's the for the thing of tag team division that's going on, women's tag team division that's going on. And Kushida is looking forward to this match with Kyle O'Reilly, and we saw a small segment, and then we saw a look back at Thomas Ciampa, Timothy Thatcher beating the GYV Grizzly Young Veterans, and Thatcher and Ciampa is finally getting that tag title shot, and I hope they win at the Great American Bash. It's confirmed. Timothy Thatcher, Thomas Ciampa versus MSK would be a great five-star match. I'm sure that it would be a show stealer tag team. NXT's tag team matches are so fun, and some of the enthralling superstars are there right now. The tag team division, both women's as well as men's, is very packed right now. And even though the singles division is also packed with great superstars and great talent, established talent, but new talents are not there because new matchups is not going to happen. That's why. So we are finally going to see Johnny Gargano versus Karen Cross, which I actually missed because before the match of Johnny Gargano Austin Theory, they had the segment as I said, and they had a discussion on the NXT champion. They were challenging Karen Cross, and they don't want this kind of a evil kind of a champion anymore, and he wants to challenge Karen Cross, and Karen Cross attacked Johnny Gargano from behind to the back of the neck, and it was a good addition where Austin Theory actually come over and actually cuddles him, and that was a good moment. So I think so. Gargano is turning face. The way is not a kind of a heel team that was there, and the Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell is more of a heel in the way team right now, as Austin Theory and Johnny Gargano is more of a fun, and they are being kind of far away from the shenanigans things, and they are not looking forward. So maybe Johnny Gargano NXT Championship reign would be coming. I mean, I don't have any issues or something. He had been not in the NXT Championship for more for many. They are also planning for Karen Cross to make the debut at main roster. So if they are planning to have Johnny Gargano make the NXT champion, there's nothing wrong about that. He's an established superstar in NXT, so I think so. It would be good as well. And next we saw the Way versus Speed done, Oni Loken, and this was a kind of unexpected match, kind of a story that was being laid out because they actually snap the hand of Austin Theory. That was the story here. So Oni Loken, Pete Dunne, the Way. This was a fun, good match, and solid match, I would say, not a decent level. Good match. Good moments were there, and especially Gargano's performance was very good. And really, I want to see NXT championship going to Johnny Gargano, and it would be a very good match. We didn't think about Johnny Gargano facing Karrion Kross or something. We didn't think about like that much because he was away from this NXT championship for a lot of long time right now. So I think so getting back to that old Johnny Gargano and having some taste of gold for him as well would not be a bad decision or something. Definitely it would be a very good stealer main event as well. So that's the thing. And Gargano actually picked up the victory, where in the end we saw Enziguri actually drops Loken again, but Gargano is back up with the suicide DDT to done on the floor, and one final beat finishes Loken. So that was good, and the finishing moment of this match was so fast paced and was very good, and the selling aspect was less, but still this was a very fun match, a very good solid match right there. And a really good match. And Pete Dunne, ever since he came to NXT, he's doing great right now, and he's getting great attention. And with that, after that fatal 5-way match, and he's been the top of the NXT division right now, and he's been the mainstay of NXT right now. And I hope so he thrives in NXT brand and goes to main roster from there. I hope so he not goes to NXT UK, because we have seen that thing, and NXT is a better opportunity for him. And after that, eventually, if he gets to main roster or something, if they plans to have some good booking decisions, then okay, then good. And this match was a very good match, as I said. And then we saw battery is turning into 40% to 41%, and that's another second update. And Karrion Cross and Scarlett actually run on to Samoa Joe, and he actually reminded that nothing physical can happen unless Joe is provoked. And Joe says, "Of course, champ." And Cross and Scarlett leave, and Scarlett take a look, and then we have Pete Dunne pops up out of nowhere and had a stare down with Joe. So having a stare down for 2 weeks right now. So two matches, kind of they are teasing kind of. One is Cross versus Adam Cole, and Cross versus Pete Dunne, and this is a two match that we are give and and the most excited match would be obviously Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe. Man, I mean, by the time Adam Cole came, Samoa Joe was in the main roster, so he didn't. So both of them are the pillars at the times of their when the NXT band was in the making, where Samoa Joe was there, and in the peak time where Adam Cole was there. And then we get a squash match. Before that, we get a confirmation next week, a triple threat match to crown new number one contenders for the women's tag team titles. So this is not a women's tag team championship match. This is a tag team title contenders match. So that was it, and then we get to a squash match where Electra Lopez, this is a new girl, and versus a new performer versus Frankie Monet, and just a drag down extended squash match, and Frankie Monet picked up the victory by that facebuster of Beth Phoenix finisher. So that was a show, that was a extended, I mean, and just there, just to have a fill in the time. And then we saw Bronson Reed was talking to Mackenzie Mitchell, says isn't sure what is going on around here, but Hydro comes in and Top Dollar says, and next challenger, I would think so. I mean, he's already made challenger, I think. Yeah, we haven't seen Santos Escobar today, and Santos Escobar had challenged last week Bronson Reed. He was not there, so maybe Isaiah Scott, who is also going to be into the picture right now. That's good, man. Hitro is doing good, and they have been a very good faction right now, a very different kind of faction, and very good heel faction certainly. And I'm hating them certainly after the match we saw, and. They actually intimidates Top Dollar actually intimidates Colossus by saying colossal, and they don't like Everrise either. They says, and earlier today, Everrise actually had a segment where they actually were spray painting, kind of trying to spray paint the vehicle of the Hitro, and they are having a match tonight. Everrise versus Hitro. Next match was that, and this was a squash match with Top Dollar and Shante Ordinance destroys Everrise, and certainly a very great heel, tag team, a very different kind of a tag team, and we. Haven't seen that this kind of hate that I've been hating this tag team like nothing. I'm not liking what they did to Everrise, and after the match they did get the victory, but still, man, he Isaiah Scott hit that hook kick, and I thought about that. Maybe man, please come out, because we've been seeing Diamond Mines, something. So maybe a faction versus faction. That was I was expecting. In the end, we saw this match was ended by a powerbomb neckbreaker combination, 2 minutes match, and then we got Mercedes Martinez, and she's ready for mixed tag against Tian Shah next week, and as she was speaking, Xia comes out of the back and attacks, and this is going to be next week match where Xia and Boa would be having a match against Mercedes Martinez, and we actually had Boa actually speaking on Xia after attacking on the segment, and we out of the back we saw what's his name? I don't remember his name. One guy. One guy, I don't remember what his name was. Uh, Leave it, man. I don't remember his name. So Jake Atlas, yeah, Jake Atlas and Mercedes Martinez is gonna have a mixed tag team match next week. Zion Lee and Boa. I certainly want to see Tian Shah versus Mercedes Martinez at pay per view at Great American Bash, not a pay per view, Great American Bash special episode. Certainly, I want to see. I'm intrigued to see that storyline. Just like the main industry is having Fiend storyline. I mean, they have it's had the potential. If they focus on that that if they focus on more of this on this storyline, would be a great storyline to come about, like a next Bray Wyatt storyline or something. They can certainly have this storyline. It's a very different kind of storyline, and NXT have good tag teams and good wrestling as well, and they're consistent enough. I would say that. I mean, they are not bad right now. Some fans are saying that. Some fans will ask which is a consistent show. I would definitely be putting the NXT show. NXT Impact Wrestling, they've been consistent, and of course AEW has been not that great, but AEW is also on the talking point, and that's but. That's my opinion, and certainly Impact and NXT is the consistent shows I've been seeing for months right now, and there's been no bad show or something post WrestleMania, which is the important thing I'm actually talking about. And we've been actually confirmed next last week actually that Kyle O'Reilly versus Kushida was the main event. This was not for the cruiserweight championship, but this was a match made by William Regal, and because Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole are having the match. Second time this is a normal singles, singles match. I think, yeah, normal singles match at Great American Bash, and this was a very good match, a very good wrestling transition. And if you know me, and I have talked about it. I love technical wrestling, and this was full on that, and it was very good. The transitions and the wrist locks and arm lock, the strikes and chops and open hand strikes and cradling and all the innovative submission maneuvers. And Kyle and Kushida were trying to have the submission based victory they have been known about, and Kyle has that judo skills, and Kushida also has that. Both have the judo and BJJ skills that they possess. And Kyle O'Reilly, after having, I'm saying it again, and after breaking from the undisputed era, he's been doing great, man. He's doing great, and it was very good to see. And he tried to, they teased a how about lock on Kushida actually teased a how about lock on Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly was escaping, and O'Reilly blocks, kicks him. Kushida right back with the bridging Northern Night suplex for 2. And we also saw Brainbuster gives O'Reilly a 2 count as he heads to the apron, where Kushida sends him arm first into the post, and the arm storyline, we know that how it goes very well, and it was good, and very good main event, really good main event. I like this, a very good main event episode. This made this episode somewhat, in a good range, solid range, certainly. And in the finish we saw O'Reilly actually gets smart by putting his hands in the trunk to avoid all of the pressure. O'Reilly finally managed to roll out, and I've been expecting that he's not getting the victory on cruiserweight because they are not going that route. Because if he get that victory, there certainly would be that he's going for the cruiserweight championship. So that's not the thing. It's just for a good main event. That's a dream match that we'll be staying. Certainly a dream match, a mix of both same styles that we've been getting. A 15-minute great match. Very really good match. And post match we saw Adam Cole's come out. They hug it out with respect. And post match we saw Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly jumps off, and they actually attacks each other, and they've been trading shots, and securities comes about. And Samoa Joe, after some time, some minutes, some seconds or something, I was expecting where is he? He's not there, and just still it's left because Diamond Mine is going to have their debut because they were opening today. So they finally opened, and this was none other than the Roderick Strong team. And Roderick Strong is the leader here, and Roderick Strong, Tyler Rust, and Tyler Rust is a 205 lab, as actually didn't know about. Who is that? And I certainly don't Mahakam Bevins. He was a manager of Indus Share, if you remember, and Hideki Suzuki. And this is a very great talent that they didn't name it or something, but I actually searched upon it. Hideki Suzuki, he's an established superstar, a Japanese independent wrestler, and he's a very in Pro Wrestling 01, Pro Wrestling Nova, DDT, Big Japan, All Japan, and he's been in the mainstay in Japan. And he's getting so certainly I've seen him somewhere. I thought about, so he's a big dude, and 250 pounds, 6 feet, over 6 feet tall, and he's really good, great look looked great, man. And we could expect his debut or something at main roster or something, because Vince McMahon likes big guys. So that's the diamond match. So my initial early thoughts, that it's good, but hope so they actually don't overload, or overload our, have some good booking decisions, because for lately we have been seeing many factions coming around. I mean, we have come about Hitro, and then we been seeing this, and I mean, two factions is very it's very large. I mean, eight wrestlers if you see. So certainly, think so. They booked them well, and I dig the Roderick Strong buzz cut, and he looked like a crooked villain, and it was very good. And he's the leader, as I say, and the other guys didn't attack. Only Roderick Strong actually attacked, and certainly actually they picked up the cruiserweight champion. So they going back, Roderick Strong is going for the cruiserweight championship. So I don't know how it would be interesting. I mean, other guys, how it would be kind of framing up. We will see. So a faction from another faction right now for Roderick Strong. So I mean, Kyle O'Reilly, he's a single superstar now, great. And Adam Cole, he's also good, doing good. And he's the one who I actually expect in the draft or something, getting drafted. And obviously Bobby Fish is injured, so I mean, I think so he would also be joining. He would not be shocked or something. He could join this Diamond Mine team. So I dig this team. If they have a certain style, like MMA style, that been showing vignettes, that would be a good. And so that would be a very changed kind of storyline. So very intriguing kind of ending that they had, and I expect a very good episode for next week as well. Triple threat number one contenders tag team match as well confirmed. Cameron Grimes in action next week, and I hope so. We have some explanation for LA Knight situation as well, and this diamond mine, how it will be, and who are they targeting, how it would be laid around. So exciting episode, a fun episode, a good storyline laying out, and good fun episode. So I hope you enjoy this review. I I hope you enjoyed this review. Please make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Until then, stay energetic and peace.